Today is Monday, January 23, and I wanted to film here because it feels very quintessential LA. But I've been feeling really like meh. First of all, happy Lunar New Year. So yesterday marked the start of the Lunar New Year. Yesterday was Sunday. And it just is like not the Lunar New Year that we thought, because on Saturday night during some Lunar New Year festivities, there was a mass shooting. Now 11 people were killed, including the gunman, in a predominantly East Asian city close by here. And I think what's re-triggering about this situation is that, like, my car accident happened during a holiday, Thanksgiving. My dad passed away. It was traumatic. So then to have like another holiday like this and have this happen, it's just like, I'm trying to think of the words, like heartbreaking, horrific. I'm exhausted. So that's kind of like the brain space that I've been in the past couple of days. So Thursday, I took it easy. Friday, or was it Thursday? Whenever the 19th was, I had a spurt of motivation and started doing some writing, which is pretty big for me. And then Friday was kind of just catching up with some friends. So I grabbed coffee with a friend in the morning, and we were kind of talking about the things that we were learning. Look at this view. Look at that. Talking about some of the things that we were learning. And something that he said was, we were talking about like unlearning scarcity mindset. But now I'm wondering if like the opposite of scarcity mindset is growth mindset. But we were chatting and he said that how many of us think of the opposite of scarcity as abundance, when he challenged it with gratitude. Although now in reflecting on it, I'm wondering if like gratitude is more the means to get to a place of abundance. So caught up with him, and then I heard from Brandon. Oh, I forgot to mention Thursday was that TikTok event. This is why I make my daily updates closer to each other, because after a certain period of time, I just forget. I forget what I'm doing. But yeah, Thursday was the TikTok event. I whipped out my hot pink blazer for the first time in public. And it was a TikTok live event because I ended up getting transitioned from like the educational creators to the live streaming creators. And so I'm feeling more motivated to go live. But I also think that the people who become big through live streaming end up becoming big because they have something that makes them a really compelling live creator. So whether it's like they're pulling out tarot cards or intention cards, or they're drawing something or peeling an egg. So anyway, so I didn't recognize anyone there, only to learn that Spencer Pratt was there. And I just watched the 2 seasons of, is it called The Hills? I don't know. 2 seasons of a show, whatever the show that came after Laguna Beach. I watched those 2 seasons. But that was pretty cool. I only saw that after the fact. So I didn't recognize anyone else there. They did some awards. And yeah, I think I made the most out of it. I took pictures. I think maybe similar to what I did for the MLK Day parade, I think I'll make a video of some of my highlights from the event because I took a lot of video. But yeah, Friday caught up with Jeremy in the morning and then grabbed lunch with Brandon that afternoon. And yeah, I feel like it was a lot of social activity. So Saturday, my friend Jeff had actually reached out to see if anyone wanted to go to Monterey Park to go check out their Lunar New Year festival. And I responded that I was happy to go, but I didn't end up going. And I spent that day like running some errands. I went to REI. But that's why like what ended up happening like struck me, because I heard from Jeff the next day, which was Sunday, which was the Lunar New Year. And he was like, hey, sorry, I just saw your message. And I said, how was it? And he's like, oh, it was really crowded. And he sent me a bunch of pictures. And he's like, I'm bummed that it's canceled. And I'm like, what? And he's like, there was a shooting at a business close by. And I think all of that just struck me. So Sunday, I had a couple things planned, but one of my friends just moved to Huntington Beach, and I'm still like, I had no idea where that was, but I was like, oh, Huntington Beach, that's like somewhere close to LA. But I looked it up, and via public transit, it was going to take like 3 hours to get there. So then I was like, okay, well, I already missed her like housewarming event, so I'm going to go to this one. And it was kind of nice because she was hosting like a 1-month event for her son who was just born, and it happened to be the Lunar New Year, so it made me feel like I was still doing something in community. But yeah, I just have this weird like underlying feeling. It's like some combination of just being anxious, maybe feeling a little depressed. But I did some research on the Lunar New Year. It's the year of the rabbit, and the rabbit is known as like a gentle creature. The rabbit is all about introspection and thinking things through. And so I'm channeling some of that energy into this year. But yeah, I have this like weird feeling that I can't shake up. That's all I got. That's the update, I think, since my last update. And yeah, just being like extra gentle and thinking about ease, trying to channel some of that. I think this is an orange tree. Look at this. Look at those oranges. All right, bye everyone.